Okay, we're very happy to have with us on interview number 19 of Ask an Archer. We have Alanlagall, who is based in France, and he manages the Gauchou horseback archery school in France. Alan, how are you? Thank you for joining me.
Hello, I'm very happy to be with you today. I'm fine, thank you so much.
Good, good, good. I know you're a very busy man, and now the sun is out and you're busy managing the horses and things like that. Alan, tell us a little bit about your history, your background, how you started with horseback archery.
First, I'm first a rider before an horseback archer. I'm start more than 25 years ago with horse riding, and most part if was eventing horse rider. I was doing short jumping, dressage, and cross country, and the other part of my life was to organize some horse riding trip in Mongolia. It's at this moment I met the story of the great Mongolian warrior on horse and with a bow, and I start studying the bow shooting in this during this period between 2000 and 2008 about. And but it was just like an idea like this, and it was in my head, but I continue to organize teaching about show jumping, eventing, and in 2014 we start in France to develop horseback archery inside the French Equestrian Federation. Mm-hmm. And so one of my students was doing horseback archery with a friend of mine, who was called Frédéric Luneau, and he was one of the people who introduced horseback archery in France. And when he to study horseback archery with great people, Lucas Novotny. I start also I make lesson also with Christophe Nemeti, and also with Wojtek Kozicki from Poland, and Mihai Kosmi too from Romania. So that's the beginning. That was the beginning of horseback archery in my place. I just started in the beginning of June 2014, and in 2015 I organized the first international competition in my place. Did you competing international level?
Did you bring the teachers to your place, or you learnt with them individually?
I bring them to my place.
So
because I'm a teacher,
a clinic,
you know?
like a clinic.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, I was not a specialist of shooting the bow, but I think a lot about how to ride and shoot. So I'm a horse riding teacher first,
right?
And so many think about the balance is my concerning, you know. So I work a lot on the position on the horse to shoot, and after I need technique about how to shoot from horse. So I study all different technique, because for me, when I start, there is a big opposition between Mediterranean style shooting and stump shooting.
Yeah.
Some said it was like this, other like this, and in my mind it was just not the problem really. The thing is, you must discover what kind of style is your style.
Right.
So you must offer the opportunity to students to choose.
Yes.
And it's what I do. What really I provide to horseback archery is first good horses to train, because we improve a lot the dressage of the horse. Second is opportunity for everybody to find their own style. Don't care if you are shooting thumb or if you are shooting fingers. You must find your, for me is okay, if you master your technique, you can be best, no problem. So it's not opposite style, it's different way of to practice. That's why in my place you can have clinic with Christoph, you can have clinic with Michael, with Wojtek, different style. It's not a problem. And so it's I think it's the thing I bring to this sport is this, is there is no war, no battle between each style. It's a place that everybody can feel free to practice as they want.
Yeah, it's open for all. This is very important because we don't want to create any animosity or problems, and everyone has their own style, and as long as they can develop that style and perfect that style, that's what we want. This was what will help horse archery as a sport. How many
yeah, sure. That's the I
sorry, go on
go. Yeah, no problem.
I just wanted
how many words?
I just wanted to ask how many now at the moment, how many horses do you have? And because you have always been riding and involved with horses, so how many horses do you have now? And I want to ask you about how you train horses for horseback archery.
Actually, we have 50 horses.
Wow,
on the farm. We have 85 hectares, and we train for horseback archery. There is really 20 horses able to do horseback archery in international level competition. So it means when we organized 3 years ago the European Championship, I was able to bring 18 horses for my place.
Very good.
To provide to all participants. Training horseback archery horses is first you must make a selection when you breed them, because we make the whole things. Here there is also a breeding farm. We are breeding our horses, and we start from the beginning. And before doing horseback archery, we already work on their mind, and we selected horses with really good mind. And so it's really versatile horses. They are not only for going for a ride, or it's really horses to do
smart horses.
Everything that you want. Smart horses, and in their body they are able to do short jumping, eventing. It means that we can, when we have training at my place, it's not really a problem to have the all day long training, because the horses are able to support to work 2 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the afternoon. Is not a problem to canter like that.
Okay, that's very good.
And so, but we select it for the breed. The breed we select is the
sorry, you were saying the breed you select is which one?
It's crossed. It's horses crossed between local breed and Arabian barb or barb horses.
Okay, Arabian horses,
On barb. Most part of my horses are crossed with barb. You know, barb is the breed from the Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria.
North Africa horse. North African horse.
Okay. Yeah. It's very strong.
What qualities do these horses have which make it good for horse archery?
really stable mind first, and the counter must be to shoot with the horses. You must have a really counter really flat,
Right.
because if your horses is going like this, it's really difficult to aim, because you are all the time trying to aim the target. And if your horses is going like really steady horses like this, and really flat to shoot.
Yeah.
And after, it's nice if you can have really long stride, but able to have only the same all the time, the same rhythm, just changing the stripe of your horse. It means you can go fast or slow, but it's all the time the same rhythm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really important to keep this.
Do you also do
shoot.
do you also do breeding at your farm as well? You do horse breeding?
Yeah, yeah, sure. We have the stallion and some mare, and we select a stallion and mare on their barn, on the
Right. Right. If you have a let's say you have a new horse that comes in,
Yep.
how long, you know, and it's a good horse, it's a good breed, how long can it take to make it ready for horse archery? Is it a few weeks, a few months, or how long does it take roughly?
To shoot from the horse, it could be really fast, but to have to build a real horseback archery horses, it means a horse that you can go fast, go slow. You can adapt to your horseback archery skill. It takes really much more time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see, and you can take a horse and just work maybe 1 week, and after 1 week you can shoot on your horse and make horseback archery. But to produce a real horseback archery horses, it's more than 1 year working on it.
Yeah.
Because you know, we are inside IHAA, and the IHAA is the International Horseback Archery Alliance. We promote the 3 day, three different. The competition are 3 day eventing.
Yeah.
There is the first day is like Hungarian style. Second day called tower. The second day is more Korean style, like called red, and the third day is Polish tracks called untrack. And you must have the same horse for the three days.
Ah, okay. Right.
Okay. So in the tower race, you must have a really steady horses, calm, balance, slow till around 18 seconds. And the second day, you must go fast to have your horses under 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And the third day, you must have both.
Mm.
It means to build this kind of horses, to be able to do this competition all the 3 days. It makes much time to build them than only just shooting from your horse, because you must work dressage, working on it, able to jump, because in untrack you can have jump and shoot. So it takes more time for this than just going for horseback archery with horses. I have some horses, they are ready to horseback archery, but not ready for the competition, for 3 day competition.
Right.
Some.
Yeah.
But for 3 day competition, actually we have more than around 20 horses ready to go.
Excellent. Excellent. And then of course you are training with these horses every day to prepare them for competition level.
Yeah. Yeah,
Excellent.
but we trained them not only on horseback archery. A big part of the training is also to work them on the sand arena, to make them exercises, to slow down the counter, stabilize the counter, are really able to go fast, to go slow, to make them more muscles, to be able to not only shooting, you see.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Shooting is a part, but not only. You must work. Okay, I'm a rider first, like I said before, so
Yeah.
it's part of my job for sure. I saw horseback archery like a normal horse riding competition.
Yeah.
For me, horseback archery is shooting from horse on horse, must be a part of the horse riding skill, must be a part of the competition.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure. I understand. How many people do you have at your school who are helping you and training the horses? Is it just yourself, or you have a team?
I in my place we organize also training for horse riding instructor. So I've usually between 3 to 5 people are studying how to become a horse riding instructor. So I've around 2 to 5 people are working horses with me too. So
Okay.
for each week, all the 25 horses are working for horseback archery about 3 times a week.
Okay, very good. Very good. So before this situation with coronavirus, how often were you having groups and clinics and people coming there? Every day, or just the weekend, or how busy were you?
You must consider that we have two activity in the farm. First is training, professional training for horse riding instructor. It occurs all the week from Tuesday to Friday usually. And after, it's the school, horseback archery school is is working on the weekend, Saturday and on Sunday. But during holidays, we have clinic, all the holidays, so school holidays. So it means February, Easter, and summer camp, and for also October, November, we have some clinic also during holidays.
Yeah.
So how to say, we have one part, but this all is working around horseback archery, because we had all the time training with horses or training with groups around horseback archery lesson.
Yeah.
Depends my schedule is shared between these two parts, between training professional and training student.
So your particular style, you prefer to shoot the Mediterranean, yeah? I assume you learned from Christoph.
Not me, my son.
Ah, your son, sorry. Okay.
I'm shooting Persian, actually.
Ah, Persian draw. Okay. So like Mihai Cosme taught you the Persian draw?
Yep.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Very nice. And so we see here, yeah.
I start with Mediterranean, and after I go to some, and finally last year I started with Persian, and really I preferred this kind of draw.
Yeah. Now you're very rare in the horse archery world, because you are left-hander, isn't it? You're a left-handed shooter.
Yeah, sure.
Does it make
it could be a problem sometimes.
Yeah, does it make it any harder, or it's the same for us being a right-hander, you're a left-hander? It's the same, or is it harder?
I think it's the problem is not. It's the same. The only problem is sometimes when organizer make a competition, they don't think about lefties. So the track could be more could be harder for lefties than righties regarding the organization, regarding the track really.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have no place to start. Sometimes we have no place to stop. It could be tricky.
Yeah, many of the competitions and the tracks are geared towards right-hander rather than left-hander.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Also, if you go to Kashai Valley, you will see the track for lefties must be harder than for the righters.
Okay.
Also in Persia, I won 2 times in Iran.
Yeah.
To compete in Iran, and 2 times the first times the track was quite egal because it was in Diaz that there is many big space.
Yeah.
So it was nice because you have space to start. It was not you can start from right or left. It was okay. But last year it was near Tehran, and it was really the place was close. And it was difficult for lefties who are starting and countering directly in the stable direction.
Oh no.
So it could be dangerous sometimes.
Sure. Yeah. Tell me about your experience in Iran, because I'm still trying to do an interview with Ali, but I know that he's making very good developments there in Iran now.
Yeah, sure. He's making now. It was the last year. It was the 3rd time he organized big competition in Iran, and Iran is really nice place for traditional horseback place because it's in their culture and in their history.
Yes.
So it's written in the blood of Iranian people. So it's really nice to be able to counter there, and they know they have already horses really good for horseback archery. So, but it's different style from European. It's really fast. You must have shooting with very fast horses.
Yeah.
So it's really different. But I love to go to Iran to compete because it's really challenging competition, and the horse are really good, and Ali is hosting really nice the competitors, and it was really pleasure to go there. It was the 2nd time I went last year, and I hope to be able to compete next year too.
And I wanted to ask about the IHAA. Are you involved in it in any formal way? Do you have a role in the IHAA?
I'm actually the president of IHAA.
Okay, good. And yeah.
Yes.
How often do you organize? I know there was going to be a big competition this year, but because of COVID, it's cancelled. But how often do you organize international competitions?
Me or IHA?
Both.
Both. For me, I organize twice a year 2 international competition. Usually 1 in October and 1 in June. And usually June is really the biggest one because it's the end of spring and the beginning of summer, and usually it's really nice weather, and we can host around 60 people.
Okay.
60 competitors. And last year we were 60 with about around 20 different countries.
Right, 20 countries. And do you have like accommodation? How do you manage the accommodation for all of these people?
We have 40 slot for people in yacht, because we have
Oh, yeah,
10 yachts on the place, on the farm. But the people can bring their own tent, and it's possible also to rent some guest house around, because there is many places. We are really close to the little town of Belac, and so it's really easy to have many accommodation around.
Okay, good.
But I organize twice a year international competition, and about six time a year national competition at my place.
Okay, very good. So is your place probably considered now the main center for horse archery in France?
One of this of the best place. Yes, there is one also in the north, but just for Cachet style near Lille. There is one, and one also in the west part of France at Gall, Amber's place and there is also, the difference is at my place, it's because we have 3 permanent track.
Okay.
So it means I think also in the world, I think we have one of the not the best. I don't want to say the best because it's not true. I think the best place of the world is the place of Daniel Griffin in South Africa. But my place is really dedicated. We can say that yes. It's one of the world for horseback archery, because on the same place you have accommodation, tracks, permanent tracks. There is one Hungarian track and one Korean. I have two. I have one Hungarian track on 130 meter permanent with triptych. I have one Korean 200 meter.
Yeah.
And after I have one versatile track. I can do what I want on it, and it's only 110 meters. But it's the 3 permanent track.
I think at least in Europe, in Europe at least, you have probably one of the best places, maybe your place and Wojtek's place in Poland, possibly.
Yeah, sure. I think Wojtek also is one of the most convenient, but the only problem for Wojtek place is the problem there is few horses, only few horses. The play at my place, the thing is you have 20 horses, and you can have. We can manage to have. That's why we can manage to have at the same time maybe a clinic with Christoph on the Hungarian, and maybe a clinic with Mihai on the Korean, and to have maybe 2 groups of 10 with 20 horses.
Yeah, amazing. That's very good. Yeah, you have more horses. How many does Wojtek have in Poland? Do you know?
I think around now it could be around 8 or 10 horses maybe. It's a good place.
Yeah.
Wojtek's place is also one of the best horses. Really, in Europe there is many big, really nice place to practice to organize horseback archery. Wojtek is one. Cachet place is one too. Is really dedicated place for horseback archery.
Yeah.
Christoph place is really nice also for horseback archery.
Yeah.
And I know in Netherlands